HMS Sweet Tooth is a story we're going to read today. What do you think is going to happen in the story? Let's find out. The children were being pirates and sailors, and the pirates had eaten all the chocolate treasure. "It's not fair," said Biff. "All right," said Mum. "You can have some of Dad's secret supply." As Biff ran to the cupboard, Mom called after her, "Just don't take the chocolate block. It's his favorite." But Biff didn't hear. Biff went to the cupboard and stretched up into it. Dad had masses of sweets there. Right at the back lay the chocolate block. Biff picked it up. Whiff told her to put it back, but Biff was already biting into it. Wolf snatched at it, and the two started to scuffle. "What do I have to do to make you stop?" cried Wolf. "I wish they'd both stop," thought Floppy. The key on Floppy's collar started to glow. Wow, can you see the key on Floppy's collar? Biff and Wolf and Floppy found themselves sucked into a vortex of sparkling colors and lights. They were flying round and around, faster and faster. What do you think is going to happen? Wolf and Biff and Floppy landed aboard the HMS Sweet Tooth. The sleepy captain stood to attention. "Welcome aboard," he said. "You're just in time to guard my precious cargo." "Aye, aye, Captain," said Biff and Wolf. "Remember," the captain said, "don't open the door, or the smell of chocolate will get out, and enemy pirates will be on to us before you can say grasshopper." But Biff's eyes had lit up. She couldn't resist chocolate, and she grabbed the door. Wolf tried to stop her. Floppy grabbed her too, but then he let go and... What do you think is going to happen? Biff toppled against the door and it swung open. A sweet, sugary mist rose out of the hold and swirled past the children and drifted across the sea to the pirate ship, the Rotten Fang. "Oh no, oh no," gasped Biff. The sweet smell floated over the deck of the pirate ship. Captain Fang breathed in deeply. "Let's go pirating," he said. Oh no. The Rotten Fang set sail after HMS Sweet Tooth. It drew closer, and Captain Fang and his pirates swung themselves aboard the ship and attacked, chattering chocolates. "And the ship is ours," cried Fang. Captain Chocobark and his crew were quickly overpowered and stuffed into a barrel and thrown overboard. Bloodthirsty sharks swam around them, and the sailors paddled as fast as they could towards a distant island. Captain Fang sniffed. "I smell chocolate," he said. "Ha ha ha." Inside the hold, the children trembled as the pirate captain approached. They had to hide. Biff, Wolf, and Floppy each dived into a barrel of chocolates. But Wolf was not so lucky. The barrel rocked and rolled and broke into pieces right at the feet of Captain Fang. He was caught. Oh no. The pirates carried the barrels of chocolates back to the Rotten Fang, with Biff and Floppy still hiding inside. Floppy crept onto the deck. There was Wolf. They had tied him to the mast using sticky toffee. Floppy knew what to do. Sloop! He licked at the toffee until Wolf was free. Meanwhile, Biff had a brilliant idea. She had found a small lifeboat and, climbing in, she started to lower it over the side and into the water. Wolf and Floppy tiptoed towards the side of the ship. Crash! The lifeboat bumped against the side of the Rotten Fang and woke the sleeping pirates. Stop! They yelled. Wolf and Floppy were trapped. Biff heard the noise and looked up. Above her, the pirates were making Wolf and Floppy walk the plank. What do you think she's going to do? Biff had to think fast. Then she spotted something. Sticking out of the side of the ship was a giant cork. If she could just get at it, carefully she prized the cork out with her anchor, leaving a huge hole. The pirates looked over the edge in horror. Oh no! The ship lurched and the water flooded into the hole. The Rotten Fang was sinking. Glug, glug, glug. Wolf, Floppy, jump! Biff yelled. Just in time, the two of them landed in Biff's boat, nearly sinking it. Together they rowed back to Sweet Tooth. As soon as they were aboard, they set sail towards the tropical island. Meanwhile, the pirates had escaped by climbing into a barrel. The hungry sharks were circling round, and the terrified pirates desperately tried to keep them away by throwing chocolates. As Biff, Wolf, and Floppy walked ashore on the tropical island, Captain Choco-Block stood on the beach to welcome them. Biff looked ashamed. It was my fault the pirates attacked you and you lost all your chocolates, she said. Captain Choco-Block grinned. Then he beamed. To tell you the truth, I'm sick of chocolate. Here, take this. It's my last one. And he gave Biff a chocolate bar. I've got something much nicer, he said. He took a tree and bananas fell around him. The sailors cheered and joined in. Mangoes, coconuts, and bananas rained down. A coconut landed on Floppy's head. Ouch! Biff pointed at the key around Floppy's neck. The key's glowing, she said. We're going, thought Floppy. The children and Floppy were back at the Robinsons' house. They could hear Dad nearby. Oh no, gasped Biff. Here's Choco-Block. And she ran out of the door. Dad came in whistling. All the children watched as he went to his chocolate store and reached to the back. He looked annoyed. At that minute, Biff rushed in. I ate your chocolate block, Dad, she said. But here's another one I bought with my pocket money. Who wants some? Asked Dad. All the children called out excitedly, except for Biff. No, thank you. Enough is enough, she said firmly. I know when to stop. All the children stared at her. Well, maybe I'll have a little bit, Biff smiled, and everyone laughed. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story about Biff and Wolf and Floppy and their adventures aboard the HMS Sweet Tooth.